Hello everyone, I'm Shilpa from SpeakSmartEnglish.com. Do you tend to use certain words too often? Does it restrict your communication and make it more predictable? Most of these words are used as modifiers or intensifiers, that is, to emphasize something. So let's discuss some of these culprits and learn to use them sparingly. The first one is actually. It has several uses. For example, we use it to show that something is true or to emphasize that a comment or fact is true. Like in these examples, what did she actually say? It's not actually raining now. Okay, so we are talking about the truth, and for that, we are using actually. Second use, many times we believe something and the reality can be different, and the contrast surprises us. We express that using actually. For example, I didn't want to go to that party, but it was actually fun. The food was actually not all that expensive. Okay, so we are expressing the contrast between what we had expected and what we actually experienced using actually. The third use is to correct someone politely. We are not American actually, we are Canadian. But how do we use it often? We use it to get somebody's attention or to start a new topic or to say something which the other person may not like in a polite way. For example, actually, I'm going to be a bit late today. Actually, I'm busy at the moment. Can I call you back? Well, actually, John, I rang you for some advice. Okay, so this is how we end up using actually in several sentences, either because it has become a habit or because we don't know how to keep the flow of the conversation. In any case, it is not acceptable to use it over and over again. The second word is really. What are its uses? The first one is to express surprise. For example, she's resigned. Really? Are you sure? The second one is when we are talking about the truth or the fact. For example, tell me what really happened. Then we use it in the negative sentences to reduce the force of something. For example, it doesn't really matter. But many times we use really just to emphasize some verb or noun. We can avoid this really by using an apt adjective or adverb. By using these lazy words, we limit our vocabulary usage. Like in these examples. That's a really good idea. You can say that's an excellent idea. It was a really big task. Instead of that, use it was a mammoth task. The cake was really good. Why really? When you can say the cake was delicious or scrumptious. She walked really fast. Again, you can say she walked swiftly. The third word is basically. It has several meanings. The first meaning is in the most important ways without considering things that are less important. The synonym is essentially. For example, there have been some problems, but basically it's a good system. So we are saying that most importantly, if we look at it, it's a good system, though there are some problems which we can ignore. Let's take another example. Basically, They want a lot more information about the project before they put any money into it. That means the most important thing is they want more information about it. Okay, so that's how we use basically. Secondly, we use it as a sentence modifier in the same way as some of these phrases. In essence, in summary, put simply. For example, basically, we had underestimated Mother Nature. Thirdly, we use basically for emphasis when we are stating an opinion or making an important statement about something. For example, basically, there is not a lot we can do about it. Or he basically just sits there and does nothing all day. Okay, so these are the uses of basically. But what do? We overuse it by every time using it for starting our conversation or stating our point. And then it becomes too much. Okay, so we have to make sure that we use it in the proper situation. The next word is literally. I'm sure you must have used it many times. What is the real meaning of literally? It means in the literal way or exactly. He took the remark literally. That means I said something, but he took the actual meaning of it. Okay, whereas I didn't mean that. And then the second use is as an intensifier. That is to emphasize something, which we often use in that sense. For example, there are literally thousands of prizes to win. I literally jumped out of my skin. But when we use it too frequently, it doesn't add value to our conversation. Like in this example, I literally studied all night and I studied all night. What's the difference? Not much. Another overused word is honestly. The meaning of it is in an honest way. For example, I don't believe he earned all that money honestly. That means I don't believe that he could earn so much money by working in an honest way. And then the second use is again to emphasize. To emphasize what you are saying is true and you want people to believe you no matter how surprising it may seem. Like in these examples. Honestly, I don't know anything about it. I didn't tell anyone, honestly. I honestly can't remember a thing about last night. You don't need to use it too often to emphasize what you're saying. Do you think people don't believe you and you can't convince them without using this word? Next word is completely. It is used to emphasize another word or phrase, and it means in every possible way, in every part. For example, it was completely different from how I had imagined it. But do we have to always use completely? Instead of using it, we can replace it with another word, like in these examples. You must read this article completely. We can say, you must read this article thoroughly. Thoroughly means carefully, in detail. The building boom has completely changed the rural landscape. You can say, the building boom has transformed the rural landscape. It's not just stupid, it's completely dangerous. You can say, it's not just stupid, it's downright dangerous. You can replace completely with thoroughly, utterly, fully, totally, perfectly, but it's always better to use an appropriate verb, adverb, or adjective instead of using any of these modifiers or intensifiers. And the last word is thing. Instead of using this word, try to use more precise and interesting words, especially in formal written English. We can use more specific words like issue, aspect, attribute, matter, topic, like in these examples. That was the most puzzling thing about the situation. You can use, instead of thing, aspect. Like, that was the most puzzling aspect of the situation. Curiosity is an essential thing for a journalist. You can say curiosity is an essential attribute for a journalist. You can also use feature, characteristics instead of thing. We have several important things to deal with at this meeting. You can say we have several important matters to deal with at this meeting. We discussed a wide range of things. Instead of that, you can say we discussed a wide range of topics. Another important point is don't use thing after an adjective when the adjective can be used on its own. For example, having your own computer is a useful thing. Why should we use thing when we can simply say having your own computer is useful? It is often more natural to use words like something and anything instead of thing. I have an important thing to tell you. Instead of that, I have something important to tell you sounds much better. Like in the other example, do you want any other thing? Instead of that, do you want anything else? Fits perfect. It is also better to say a lot, a great deal, much instead of many things. I have so much to tell you rather than I have so many things to tell you. She knows a lot about basketball is a better sentence than she knows many things about basketball. There is one more overly used word, and that's very. We have already learned how to replace very with some better adjectives. If you haven't watched that video, then you can find it here. Please watch it. I'm not saying that you should abandon these words from your vocabulary, but what you need to do is use them more appropriately. They are still acceptable in your spoken conversation, but not in the formal written communication. If you enjoyed this lesson, then make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make new lessons every week. In fact, why don't you check my other lessons since you're already here? That's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.